Wellness Center with a game plan. They obviously executed it. The defensemen are using, or the forwards using the points to their advantage, as we saw a couple goals there by the defensemen tonight.
Here's Pike with the puck. He gives to McLeod. We're back to 5-on-5. Puck comes back to Pike again. Back to McLeod. There's a one-timer. Goes off the skate of McMillan and in. No kicking. It did go off his skate, but there was no kick, and that's a good goal. 4-1. With just under 7 minutes left to go here in the third period.
Well, McMillan's getting his first goal of the season. He's been playing in all the games so far. It's his second point. And you know what? We were talking about that next goal is really the key goal. And it looks like it's a little bit too far out of reach. Although you're a Crushers fan, you still want to uphold the motto of never say never.
For the Crushers, this is the first of 3 games in 3 nights, however, so you got to figure that maybe at this point now the referee standing right beside Moody and Curtis, and he's not going to go over and drop the puck until he knows that Moody and Curtis are and this conversation far from over. And Curtis gives a bit of a shot to Moody. Then Curtis decides he's going to actually play the puck. So cooler heads will prevail, at least for the moment. Humphreys with it now, gets it out to center. Now Curtis goes after Moody with the knee, and not a smart move by Benji Curtis. Now he's going after Moody again. He's dropping his gloves, and that's going to draw a crowd, as Moody didn't really particularly want to drop his.
Yeah, Curtis is probably going to get suspended for that one there, Mike.
Now we got Curtis still going after Moody. Meanwhile, we've got lines tangled up with, I want to say that's Humphreys. And for Benji Curtis, that was not a smart move.
That's one thing you can't do. If the other guy doesn't want to go, you can't force him to go by dropping your own gloves and throwing punches. As for a captain, I understand you're losing by 3 goals late in the third period, but as you mentioned, they're playing 3 games in 3 nights. And if Benji Curtis does get a suspension with that play, which he very well could, chances are the Crushers will be without their captain for those next 2 games.
It's going to be interesting to see what the referees call here. And it started before the puck was even dropped. Curtis wanted a piece of Zach Moody, and that was very clear. And then play actually lasted for a few seconds, but then the real kicker for this whole thing was Curtis sticking his knee out on Moody, and that's what drew the whole crowd and got everything really going. And Humphreys got into it with lines. It looks like both of them kept their gloves on through their tussle, so they might only get roughing penalties. Curtis had his gloves off, and Moody, he's not even over at the penalty box right now. He's still in front of his own bench. He might get no penalties out of this, in which case the Crushers could be looking at being shorthanded for almost the rest of the night, again, depending on what gets called.
Well, see, I don't think Moody did anything wrong in that play, Petter. You know,
no, he didn't.
He kept his cool. Of course, he took a couple shots at Curtis, but it wasn't anything that was worth a penalty. And Benji Curtis, of course, see, I want to see that knee-on-knee hit again, because it definitely happened at center ice. I didn't see who stuck whose knee out, but in collisions like that, you know, you just got to fear for the safety of these players. And then Curtis dropping his gloves and throwing a couple punches at Moody, it's uncalled for in this league, especially when the other guy doesn't want to go. There's a code of conduct you have to follow, and Curtis didn't follow it. Like you said, it'd be interesting to see how these penalties play out tonight, and I think we're about to find out.